Hey everyone, today I'm doing days 4 through 7 in my December daily. This is basically going to look like two spreads when I'm done. So this is kind of a peek at what the first spread is going to look like. I work on just one day at a time. So this is day 4, and I basically was going with a green theme for most of this layout, and so I picked a sticker from the Basic Gray sticker sheet that was green. I picked green pattern papers, and then I'm just adding the date on with that little tiny date stamp. It looks really cute when just a very small sort of embellishment. And then I'm taking this ticket to put on the bottom card, and I stapled it down, and then I tried to do this thing with lines and it looked really terrible. So I go back and I decide I'm going to cover everything up with this notebook type paper, and I'm going to just tear the edge because I really like the look of that. And then I'm going to glue it down with, I busted out my tape runner again. I miss this thing a lot. I've been using the glue, but that is a lot easier. And then I'm going to take these stamps. This is from the, I think it's called the Be Merry kit from Kelly Purkey. I think this one's still in the shop. It's the Traveler's Notebook one, and I absolutely loved the stamp set and also the cards in it, and I shared that in my supplies video. So I'm taking the one that says Be Merry, and I'm kind of putting that between the two pattern papers, and I like the way that turns out. And then there's a very small stamp that says Naughty Nice, a little bit of both, and so I stamped that on in a green color. It's a little hard to see because it's so small. And then I'm going to add a gray tree stamp as well, and I think that looks super cute. And the Naughty Nice thing, I don't know what it's intended for in the stamp set, but that just makes me think of my dog because I love my dog, but he's very badly behaved, and in this picture I'm studying and he's being really good, so that's why I use that stamp. And then I think I picked another one. I ended up getting the Jamaica kit too from Kelly Purkey. I think this one says I'm going to need a nap after this, and I just stamped that there because I was probably pretty tired on that day. And then this is the other side of the layout. This is day 5, and I'm gluing down my Instax photo and stapling it. And then I'm still liking the stamping on the Instax photo, and I use StazOn whenever I stamp on something like that because it's a very slick surface. I think this one says Winter Woes. This is when it was getting really cold and rainy where I live, and not in, I like cold weather, and this was not nice because like right above freezing and wintry and wet is not a good thing. So I add some stickers, again the little ones from the Basic Gray sheet, and they had a 5 in there kind of randomly, so I added the 5 for my, because it's day 5. And then I'm going to do journaling on vellum, and I find this other small sticker that says Documented on it, and so I use that to stick down the vellum. I also add some staples just for the look of it. And then I take the tiny date stamp again, and I'm going to stamp the date right on that sticker. So I'm going to just add some journaling, and I use this pen that's kind of permanent, and that helps it prevent it from smudging on the vellum. And that's pretty much it for this layout. Here's how it turned out. I really like it. I like the greens, and I like the natural wood texture. And then here is day 6 and 7. Yeah, that's right. So I'm gluing down my picture of some Vietnamese food I ordered on this day, and this paper is from the Snow and Cocoa line. And on the other side of this layout, I have this card that has 7 swans a-swimming on it, so I have this washi tape with swans, and I decided to add that. Just doing some journaling on the Instax photo, and then I take a little snowflake embellishment and add that right on the side just to add a little more decoration. And then for the bottom, I picked the Kelly Purkey washi tape strips, and I meant to do it completely horizontal. It's like slightly crooked, but I kind of got over it. And then I take some snap letter stickers and take the number 6 from that, and I chose that just because it's a little bigger than the Kelly Purkey ones that I use often, and I just wanted the number to stand out a little bit more. And then I'm using an old food stamp set, and I have this one that says Happy Belly on there, so I'm going to stamp that right onto the washi tape with some StazOn. And then I don't have a lot to say, so I'm just going to make a couple of journaling lines under this. And when I can, and it's not a really slick surface, I really like to use a fine pen. This one is I think it's the Pilot pen, and it's the .381, and I really like that width of a pen. I used to use like the 7 because that's the one that's like pretty widely available, and now I'm like, oh, that's like way too thick of a pen for me. And then on the other side, I'm using this other kind of sweater pattern also from Snow and Cocoa, and this is kind of the pattern paper that inspired the whole color scheme. I have this picture of myself just being really cozy. I have this really nice, snuggly, it's like not fur, but like a fake fur jacket type thing, and it's super comfortable in the cold weather. I just went back and did the date stamp because I forgot to do that on that side. And then I'm thinking about where to add the number 7, and I decided to add it on the bottom there. This is from the Kelly Purkey December Daily Kit as well. Just added a little bit of journaling, and then I really don't want to do too much to this side of the layout. I think there's a lot going on already, so I just add a stamp with the date on the card with the 7th, and it says right above it, it says 7 swans a swimming. So that is actually the end of this layout. So this is day 6 and day 7. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you soon for another December daily process.